Hello, folks, and welcome back here to the ESL Challenger Melbourne closed qualifier. ATK and EG.CD find themselves in the final stage, final of this qualifier. This is the next step for the trip towards Melbourne. And we've got a heavy stack towards B early on. ATK trying to make some guesses here, but the amoeba that is the EGT side, they're headed the other direction. They're approaching the fountain.
Yeah, EG have not had any success over the last two BO3s that they played against ATK. In fact, the only BO3s they played against them, ATK's won 4 of the 5 maps, one of them being Overpass the last time they faced off in the lower bracket final of Challenger League. So, let's see if EG has better fortunes this time. Swisher could get the first shot fired. He does, but he can't connect on it, and now he's in a bit of a pickle because they're charging down towards him. He's going to get one, but he's traded out immediately, and now Rush is going to be joining the rest of his squad going towards that A site.
Well, this is interesting, though. They've been very slow to it. We talk about how methodical EG likes to be, and that's why.
Yeah.
Because they trust themselves to find the picks. They're funneling back towards MisteM. The dualies just get around the lip in time. MisteM can get more. He gets 3. All right, that's how you put 2 pistols to work. Headshot after headshot. Level the crosshair and level some players. It's all out of George. Not going to happen. Not here, not now. That round turned on a dime.
Wow, just unbelievable stuff from MisteM. EG probably would have been better served just to go straight towards the A site. Instead, they double back into the dualies of MisteM, and MisteM delivers with a 3-piece, 1-0 in favor of ATK. And, you know, Mike, I just want to mention this. One thing I'm really going to enjoy in CS2 is the fact that the dualies are centered in CS2. It bothers me forever that they're off.
Sorry, wait, what?
Yeah, they're off center.
Like they lean more towards one side?
More to the right. Yeah, more to the right, usually.
I've never noticed that. And if I notice it now that you've told me this, I hate you.
Well, I guess you'll have a look at the next pistol round.
No, I choose not to. I choose to forget that piece of information before we have another pistol round. This round, not going to be much of anything at all. Swift kills coming through for the Bowden Master. My goodness. As ATK makes short work of that.
Well, you won't have to worry about it in CS2 at least, Mike. So it's only like, what, 3 more
Well, they
months
won't give me access to CS2, John, so I'm still worrying. How many pictures do I have to draw, Gaben? How many pictures?
You're never getting access now because they just want to see more pictures.
A Valve dev followed me the other day, so I'm hoping that's a good sign. Maybe I'll finally be free.
Oh, or he's just following you because he wants to see all your pictures.
I think that's true, but please, free me. Free me.
Look, I've already given up. I'm just like, yep, I'm waiting for open beta. Like, it's not even on my mind. It is on my mind every day. I'm lying. But you have to just let it go sometimes.
I know you, John. You hold a grudge. You're not going to let it go.
Do I? I don't know. You're
trying to figure out addresses right now. You're going to, like, kidnap Gaben.
No.
Seize him from New Zealand. Threaten to shave his beard. I'm on to you, John. He gives a nice appearance, folks, but that JRT's a vengeful spirit.
I have never, ever held a grudge. I don't even know what you're talking about, Mike.
All right. Sure you don't, John. Sure you don't.
What?
That sounds like what someone who had something to hide would say. ATK are trying to hide the fact that they've got 4 players shifted in towards B, just leaving Bowden to get some information up top. And EG are slowly closing ground here on this side of the map, so this is going to get interesting. Swisher's floating up perhaps in the nick of time because the utility's pretty depleted. Oh no, he's back down. I don't know what he saw. Now he's certainly seen. Time to rally. Bowden deleted. Little impact available for that Famoose. And this, honestly, is a really tough position to get back into for ATK.
Yeah,
giving it up.
It is a bonus round, Mike, for them, so it's not really that big of a deal. Their economy is pretty healthy, but given the circumstances, a save is also not a bad idea.
Interesting. Not often you see teams do it. I think a lot of the time teams feel like they should just commit off the bonus round, right? Since they're maybe not super interested in keeping some of these guns going forward. Yep. But if you do keep them healthy, I mean, Bowden can have an op in the next round. You'll have a lot to put around it.
It builds up your economy really well. It's actually pretty smart. So you have a
Interesting.
serviceable round. The next time, you just invest in the util, and one person buys up.
I suppose. Not often. I lied about Bowden being able to have an op, by the way. I'm bad at math. It's not often that you see 9 players survive a round here. Very unusual.
Yes.
There's going to be a rifle over for the Bowden Master, and he nobly, love that Bowden, checks it to a teammate so he can play with the SMG. He is still playing with 120-ish ping, 130 ping, folks. Just to give you the news, he's in Sweden. So that's why the normal star of the roster is tossing guns for his teammates and picking up SMGs.
Yeah, it's such a shift for him, and I don't know. When is he going to go back to North America, right?
I don't know anything.
Is it going to happen
nade,
at all?
oh my
That's another question.
God,
Anyway,
that nade might send
yes.
someone back to North America if they weren't already there. That was a
Swisher.
dunkaroo. Swisher's got a kill. That's just spam, right?
Yeah.
So now MisteM's up forward. He's got to be a little
And he's
careful if
spamming
he
rush.
smokes. So much damage done. Unconfirmed just yet, but MisteM's coming to confirm it, and he's doing exactly that. Woohoo! Almost gets the third. Walko able to cut his reign of terror short, but that's a pretty dire first engagement for EG.
Oh, absolutely. EG just getting torn apart. Walko at 5 HP.
Tearing me apart, ATK. Have you seen The Room, John?
I have not. No, I was wondering what that reference was from. So
It's a classic of cinema.
okay.
Tearing me apart, Lisa, by a man who is my best approximation of what an alien trying to imitate people would be like.
Fair enough.
We've got a new movie coming out at some point that is, from my understanding from the trailer, is about a giant shark terrorizing New Orleans.
That sounds kind of ridiculous.
I don't know how that one works exactly, but
Yes. How does it get out of the water? Does it have its own tank, or what's going on there?
couldn't tell you. What I can tell you is, oh hi, Mark.
Look, these references are over my head right now, like completely.
Seems to be that way. Swisher gonna get caught trying to pressure the flank. 6 seconds though. They have to plant this bomb, and they're not gonna do so. So the round's lost. Trying to save with these last 2, and there's the flank gone. Fortunate that Walko didn't die after time. Can Junior keep this op alive? No. Oh. That's a healthy dose of luck. Keeping that op safe.
So close for Junior, but yeah, lucky to be alive and carried over into this round. They are going to invest. They have the money. And Junior's going to be happy that he has the big green. Over on the ATK side, hey, that save round paid off. We didn't talk about it, right? It was a couple of rounds ago, but still, it worked out really, really nicely for them. Built up their economy. Now, an AK, an M4, a Galil, a Moss, and an A1S. Everyone's got a different weapon here, and there was a nade connecting, I believe. Yeah.
Dunkaroo over towards Fountain. Another one. They ran it last round. Pretty effective. This round, much the same. So EG starting every round with about 40 points of health lost between 2 players. That's not ideal. Run boost to an empty long. No one got to see Junior's acrobatics. And ain't that a shame? But we did. We got to see it. We saw everything.
Junior and George, the 2 J's here for evil geniuses stacked on top of each other. That's Junior on top of George.
J. Junior Georgeson.
Yeah.
Noted newspaperman. Joyer finds cigars. Swisher finds George, finds the bomb. Just a blindside temple shot. No one watching Khan. That'll cost them. This is the problem with playing the slow
rush.
default. Is you better make sure you're covering everything off. Because if you leave gaps, there's plenty of time for ATK to find them. And they're going to make some gaps of their own. Swisher, call him the Gap Man.
All right. I don't know about that one, Mike. But next is the last one standing here, and MisteM's going to take him down. Oh,
This
boy.
is the problem with these late starts, you know? I already start loony. I don't have to get loony. I start loony. Oh.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy, indeed. I'm focused. Never been more focused, John. I can see everything. As opposed to nothing. atoms, John. Time, the third dimension, the fourth dimension. I can see, smell. I missed him. Sees frags. Headshot. Bomb down in the Schmolotov. This smoke, I don't think they know the bomb was down because that actually helps. DJ, though, woo-hoo-hoo, finds a little more than you bargained for. And then braves his own teammate's molly just to get the cheeky play. I think they're starting to feel it. I think they're feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. Yes, you smell colors, or you see smells as colors. Knew a girl who had that. Terrorists win. What can he smell?
Oh, we're back.
Oh, now I can.
5 on the clock here. 5v4. George is down. Mike's got visibility again. We were talking about seeing things, Mike, and VMix didn't like it, I guess.
Smell them too. The colors. The kills. The sight. Junior. Going to not find the kill. It was Walko instead. Now things are getting interesting on towards the site. It's a little bit of a melee, and somehow, some way, it's all going the way of EG. Every individual duel turning up roses for EG. This bomb's going down. And even though there's plenty of money here, don't know that ATK fancy a look-see here. EJ might just go for a bit of a peek, but Bowden's already securing their exit. Yeah. Economic damage wouldn't be the worst if exits get chased, but likewise, EG really shouldn't be considering the possibility.
No, not at all. Rush and Hext are too low. Their economy is too limited. EJ, realizing the situation, is trying to punish them. Hext spotted out, and Hext will deal the killing blow to DJ. So it's only Bowden's up that's left standing, and likely he will carry that over. As we mentioned, EJ is not going to chase much further. They just want to get away safely and not die to this bomb. So a second round secured for EG. We didn't get to see all the round. We saw enough of it to realize DG really dismantled that B defense handily. And
yeah, I mean, it was a 4-on-5, right?
Outside looking in, yep.
So they even took the early disadvantage and still managed to rally that round. That's a bit of a blunder from ATK. They had the bodies on site. They had everything you could realistically want there for the defense, and they just couldn't seem to find the timing. But that happens sometimes, and they got plenty of money. Give themselves another go at it.
And they saved the most expensive gun they had, the AWP, so 4750 doesn't have to be invested into this round. Bowden carries it forward. They still have a 5-2 lead. It's a really good start for ATK. And it's interesting because in that first BO3 they played up against EG in the playoffs, right? They had to fight back from behind every single time, Mike. In the last BO3, they were ahead and having really good momentum. Pretty much, I would say both maps. The second map maybe not as much, but they still didn't fall behind in the same way they did in that first BO3.
Yeah. And EG, of course, looking for double revenge now. Well, look at this boost up.
Yeah.
Swisher peering into Colin. This could be really bad if they get checked from construction, but it is being held by the player at the bottom of the totem pole, Mr. MisteM. But, likewise, I don't know how you read that audio cue, but Hex got an audio cue. By trying to puzzle this through, it's like playing charades almost, but with... Oh, Hexed! No! Uh-oh! Somehow doesn't lose his life in that instance. A little bit of a fumble on the boost and a 1-for-1 exchange here by the brackets. Hex is going to reach up to join his team. And they're going to reset and see if they can't take a site. It's a little chaotic. 35 seconds on the clock. We've talked about EG before having issues with these late timings. 30 seconds. They're just now making their way to site. When they find contact, this could be bad. Smokes are down for the CT to provide some cover. Molotov pressures, though. Bowden's forced off. And he's further pressured. What a play from Rush. Kill has to come through from MisteM, and he can do no such thing. He finally does get... It's a TK! It's a TK, rather! Rush planting. Get it off safe, and now it's all just on the Wreck, who finds a low player. Starts this campaign, but he can't finish off Rush. 4 kills in the round, and I think the TK to boot.
Yep. And I mean, look, if you see that situation there with Wreck in the 1v2, if he gets that frag, you only have 1 player left with 30 HP left.
I think it was George who got the TK, actually.
Yeah, it might have been. Either way.
Now.
Timeout going to be called here for ATK to talk things over. Their economy is a little weird, but they should be able to get a buy up. I think they're asking themselves, do we go for the full investment here? Or do we perhaps just go for some SMGs?
For a wicked good force, or half, right? Because Bowden can drop like a bunch of MP9s if you want. DJ can put something together. They might even go for, Bowden drops an M4 and then you get some SMGs and pistols on the others. There's a really good half buy available to you.
For sure. Still no investment at all. What is happening?
I guess there's like a really, really good save available to you.
Holy. That is super conservative.
Whew. Somewhere out there, a very old economist just got really excited for some reason.
Yeah. Why a very old one?
I don't know, that's just what I associate with conservatives.
Okay. So young people can't save money, according to Mike.
No. I'm talking about like being fiscally. You're talking about politics, John.
Okay, you're going into politics.
Politics, John. Politics.
Talking
about politics. Talking about Swisher being up the ladder, potentially having a fun flank. Talking about a swing out of con, not so effective. Talking about a pinch on Hex, not so effective. Talking about MisteM kind of stuck with an SMG. Swisher, though, finding a kill out of George, and that might just have them save a gun, which is a lot more effective.
Are you talking about the PS triple, Mike?
Talking about the what now?
I don't know if you've seen that, but Rush is going to get one onto Wreck. Hex gets the last 2, and the round is over. Yeah, this was a very conservative round, as we mentioned, for ATK. And now they'll have a very strong buy-up at the very least, right? They're going to have the op, they'll have the full util on Bowden, and I think that's an important part, right? Because Bowden is playing more of the support role now with that ping, so he's got to set up flashes, smokes, and everything. So if he's going to buy the op, at least make sure that he has that full util set, and that's what's going to happen here. Round number 10, EG making a little bit of a comeback here. Down 5-1 at one point. This is 3 in a row now. DJ, Nate tossed right over Fountain into Playground, and George is already there. It doesn't really connect on anyone at all. Look at this. EG is going to actually go a little faster than usual, and Bowden waiting there on top of the flowers, gets the frag onto Walker and immediately falls off.
Aggression, look at this, both ways, Hex. How does he get that flick? That is actually ridiculous. He was focused on the first. They will trade it out. So, fortunately for ATK, the setup does wind up working, but that was bonkers. Just to immediately recognize what was going on, flick over. Hex has been on some form lately. We got a chance to talk to him. He was saying he's feeling very comfortable, very happy as well within this team. I think it's cool to see that confidence building back up.
For sure.
You know, it was hard being in the spotlight where, shall we say, the community feeling about his roster was not exactly all peachy keen. DJ, a little premature on that. George will take full advantage, tried to pre-fire it, but the bomb's dropped. Swisher's got a chance to make something really happen here, and the op shot missed from Junior. That gives another life over. What he'll take full advantage of.
Oh my goodness, Swisher. A 3K comes through there. He's the first player to hit double-digit frag territory, and he catapults his team up to 6 rounds. What a play. And I mean, I was going to say, oh, wow, that frag from Hex ended up being so impactful because Evil Genius are able to come back and take the round. And Swisher had other plans entirely. Wow. I mean, we did talk about the fact that Swisher earlier on the broadcast, we talked about playing with ATK, but I think his aspirations are to play in Europe, right? Play with a European team.
I think it's more so that he's available, based on what he said at least, he's available to any offers. And that includes Europe. And I think that makes a lot of sense for just finding the best environment to compete and learn and grow in. It's always going to be a disadvantage, at least in the current state of Counter-Strike, just trying to maintain a team in NA, especially with international players. It's hard to keep everyone in the same place. Hexed! Not keeping any of their brains in the same place because he's dismantling them. Dropping the bodies on down. If you want to play with the best, gotta go to where the best are right now. And fortunately for us, we'll spend a lot of time in NA. But right now, I'm gonna book a trip to Australia, John.
Yes.
Where
Melbourne.
The best CS maybe also isn't regularly, but it will be when ESL Challenger Melbourne is on the cards.
Oh, are you saying Australian teams aren't that good?
Bro, I've watched enough CS to know they're in the same boat we are.
Okay, okay. I don't know if they'd appreciate that, or maybe they'd understand.
I think they'll understand at this point. They're in the same point, but we are in a lot of ways.
Indeed. As EG are going to take another one here. Back and forth we go. 5th round found. Talking about Swisher a little bit more, his stats in ECL. He was the only player with a positive kill to death differential at +20 in the season 44 playoffs. And that's honestly crazy considering they made the grand final. Like, that is insane to me that he really did carry them forward. He was an impactful player in every single BO3 and had 250 frags in 11 maps and an 84 ADR along with 22 3-kill plus rounds that included 1 4K and an ace. The closest behind him in 3K plus rounds was MisteM at 15.
Ches just got a little excited at that outpouring of information. Ches, our observer, or as we call him in a business setting, Mr. Puff. Nice nade. There we go.
Very nice nade.
Ripper. I think Bowden caught that in his teeth like it was a party trick. They're not going to be feeling too great about that one right off the rip.
Well, go. Round from long. Fight gonna happen here in connector. Rush wins the fight because djay just looked away at the wrong moment. That's a timing fight that Rush takes over, and it's a 5v4 in favor of EG. Swisher over at long A, as EG are actually bundling themselves up for a short A hit, potentially. Could also rotate back to the B side, which wouldn't be a bad idea, but they will have to deal with Rec, who's watching connector right now. Can he do damage? There's one. They don't trade him out immediately. He's got a smoke, tosses it out to give himself some cover. He'll use it as a potential one-way. Rec takes Rush down to only 84. Rush gets the better of that engagement for now, and Rec continues to do damage, gets Rush down to 2, at least making it somewhat viable for ATK here, but MisteM has his hands full.
It's all going to be about Swish.
Oh, actually,
my goodness. They've completely overlooked his position. They're sprinting towards site. Time's such an issue. 15 seconds. He's dropped the bomb. He's dropped the bomb.
He's got
it could be over. It's over. He just has to live.
He just has to run.
He just has to live. Smoke down. He's just trying to survive. They're hunting the kill, and he knows it.
Goodness.
Another flashbang. 1 second. Oh, he's got it. And the kill after time. George, no loss bonus to add insult to injury. Swisher, the magician. And his escape is the biggest trick of them all.
He can do it all. Unbelievable stuff from Swisher. I can't believe that. I thought it would be down to MisteM, but EG actually decided to reroute to the A site, and they completely overlooked him. He gets the bomb carrier gifted at his feet, and then the follow-up as well, because it was such a low HP player, just couldn't survive the deagle shots. And then he runs away at the perfect time, barely escaping the oncoming George, and adds insult to injury at the end, killing him after time. What a sequence for the star player here of ATK.
Sign boost. Sets
All
up
right.
Bowden Master for an early frag. That's a nice way to find it. Doing a good job of changing up the engagements for Bowden Master, which allows him to, you know, still have these fights despite the ping. Junior spotted that dice box a couple too many times. He's ready for it. So now pressure on to DJ. What you got for us, DJ? You got nothing. Cleared out, hexed. Finding the timing on the utility. Now Swisher has to do something amazing again. Gonna have a chance at this round. He's found an early pick. That'll keep them into the retake. Keep them invested, involved. Very much interested. T-side smoke? A bit of a lurk smoke? No, CT in. And Swisher drop. Do they want to go for this now? Time's starting to become an issue. Seems like they're going to play it on the fade. A flashbang is brutal, but Rek will take advantage of the space. He's just going to stick it. Fight ahead of it, perhaps. This is interesting. He catches the first kill. He's looking for more. He's got Junior down, but do they realize he's on the bomb? Do they realize he's on the bomb? Junior with the lineup. Oh, no! From under their nose! The defuse there! George cannot find it in time.
Oh my goodness, that is unbelievable stuff. They had a couple of smokes. Rex said, okay, I'm going to toss it on the site, onto the bomb. You go and try to defuse it. And MisteM actually throws a perfect Molotov into bathrooms. That's what gets that last player down after Rek is dropped. But Rek did such a good job swinging around the corner before that to get a frag. Beautiful sequence and teamwork shown by ATK there to pull back that round in their favor and get an 8th and ensure they're going to go into the second half with the lead. Oh my goodness. EG can't be too happy with the way that one played out. Swisher's on the boost here, and he doesn't get anything. Hex is watching for it and instantly deletes him. Finally, I mean, Swisher's been such a thorn in their side. And that's a 5v4 in the first 30 seconds. Hex looking for a follow-up, looks the wrong way though, and Rek will drop him.
So this is the B lurk, right? They've only seen the B lurk. But I think Bowden may have just gotten a footstep. I'm not sure whether it was his teammate. This is going to get weird. The smoke's in late. Oh, they're past it. Bowden spots them. And, oh, bung the mess.
No
You can only
way.
take one. MisteM. It's trades all the way down. Advantage found for ATK. Bowden wanted to keep that gun barrel in the corner to see if they would all go past him, but didn't quite realize what he had in time. That's a ripper of a shot. DJ gets the rifle upgrade. Now a duel on deck. Player back pillar. There's the spot and the shot as well. DJ lethal in that 1v2.
Oh,
no
my
time
goodness.
wasted, no hesitation, and ATK keeps spooling up these clutches.
What a wicked shot from DJ from the scout, and afterwards gets the FAMAS, the spot, and the frag. Like you said, very quick work from him, and he kind of had to because he didn't have the kit, but still brilliant. 2 retakes from ATK that didn't look very viable and are somehow pulled off. 9-5 now in their favor, and Evil Geniuses do have that full loss bonus, but I mean, they won't have that great of a buy. A couple of AKs, 2 MAC-10s, and the scout on their side. On ATK, I mean, the economy wasn't great either, but I mean, their buy-up's better. 3 M4s, AK, and a FAMAS. 15th and final round of play here of this first half of action. ATK are looking great once more against this EG squad. Swisher in particular, who's up to 14 frags. He's trying to spam that smoke now, eventually get another. He sells himself here into water. Bowden playing at rock. Ooh, he did not realize he could be spotted there, and George takes him down for free.
Trying to be a bit cheeky, but he's looking like Shaq hiding behind the tree. Shoulders sticking out there. A little bit visible. Swisher takes 2, though.
Goodness.
Advantage back for ATK. DJ, I don't think realized this one's already out long. Ooh, this could get interesting. George hunting for it, not a kill. DJ will be very happy to throw the smoke and live to tell the tale. They're going to group. They're going to mass, it looks like, for a take towards A. But, as we know, this EG side, they love a late rotation with no information on the other side. Not going to do it this time.
Jeez.
They're not going to do it this time.
Yeah, they're going.
I've seen nothing that would tip them off, that would make them think the rotation was headed this way. Instead, contact comes towards A, and down they go. The contact play meets resistance. Now, the activation is on. Only 35 seconds. Again, time comes into play. In the meantime, George gets collected, and Rek will put one down range into the skull of Junior. 10-5 at the half.
Hey Future Pros! Locking down mid as a CT can put you in a good spot in a round of Ancient. So let's check out the smoke incendiary combo that the Chad Sponge Birchall likes to throw. Get into the middle of the doorway just before the stairs. Aim to the vines at the extended leafy bit and throw your smoke. Then quickly position your crosshair at the tip of this leaf and walk forward and throw the incendiary instantly. These nades will surely make the T's mad and make them hopefully respect the util. If you want to change it up, you can also throw your incendiary at the same smoke lineup for a deep coverage of the elbow area. Good luck holding mid and make sure to throw your nades fast.
cherish the moment. Come on up and just let go. Come on up and just let go. Let it 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 go.
And we're back here. 10-5, the scoreline. And it's a pretty good showing for ATK. That one looked really competitive up until ATK started winning every possible clutch at the tail end, John.
Yeah, I mean, still competitive, but ATK just managed to pull it off in the most ridiculous fashion twice. Rek gonna charge up here. It's pistol round. ATK trying to put a stranglehold on this match with a pistol round victory. X hiding behind Toxic, and he goes down to Rek, who still survives, and Swisher gets a frag in the meantime. It's all ATK again. Only Junior left standing here after that onslaught of Glock bullets onto the B site, and Junior is nowhere close. He might just try to save his armor.
He's gonna save.
And that is going to be that. Wow.
Talk about relentless in a pistol round. My God, ATK do not want to waste any time. They want to get this done as quickly as possible, and so they just fly through Monster Tunnel and seek out every fight they possibly can.
Polar opposite to the way EG play their T side.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, I think part of it speaks to it's philosophy, absolutely, but part of it is also confidence, right?
Yeah.
ATK know their limiting factors right now for them. They're playing with a stand-in, Boden's in Sweden, yada, 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 so on and so forth. Roster's a little unsettled. But one of the ways you mitigate that, especially if you trust that you've got mechanical skill that can go toe-to-toe with anyone on the other side, is you take the fights. You fly at them. You just try and rip heads, and ATK have proved that they are very effective at head ripping.
Yeah, and I mean, they went toe-to-toe with MIBR, who are, I mean, debatably perhaps the best team right now in NA, perhaps undebatably. They're so good, they're winning pretty much everything. So that shows that they can go up against anyone here in this qualifier and come out with the W. I mean, for me, they're my favorite to come out and take this all.
Gotta imagine. A little qualification in Melbourne would also certainly give you something to look forward to. Look at all this control on towards B. No one wanted to meet them, so they're left with a lonely site. Hexed. Barely a whisper on this site. Now mollied back. They're boosting over it as well. They got a player in towards heaven. And EG are just going to pull the plug on this. Try and keep these pistol armor buys ready for the next.
Wow. ATK just storming the gates.
Look, you got to know when to hold them, John. Got to know when to fold them. I don't know when to put them down and walk away. Right now, I'm trying to walk away. DJ doesn't want to let him.
DJ? He's got to be
He'd
careful
rather die to the bomb. He won't, but he would rather die to the bomb than his opponent.
Yeah. No kill bonus. ATK, 12th round picked up, and now, because EG forced up in that previous round, they won't have a buy up here. Just the pistols that they carried forward, and, well, they're going to buy some extra pistols, of course. They have the money to do so. Hex should be able to get an upgrade here from the USP. Hexed. We'll get a P250. There we go. Only 4 rounds needed, though, for ATK to close out this map and send us to map number 2, which will be their pick of Mirage. Again, this is EG's pick on Overpass. And I understand it, looking at ATK's history here, but we'll get back to that. George is going to get one and a second with the 5-7. The trades come through, they're good, but George continues to stand tall here, and now he's upgraded to a Mac 10.
Tried to hit the accelerator again, tried to throw the brick on the gas pedal. George proved to be a bit of a brick wall, but now he's down, so his teammates have to show up. Rush will do exactly that. Swisher, he's got the better gun, and he knows it. He's got the bomb, and he knows it. They got no positioning on him. And he also knows that. Rush? Is that a boost up? That must have been a boost up.
Yeah, it was a boost, yeah.
He tried to make the off-site plant, thinking that there might still be a player toxic, and that they would spam the default box, but instead they just get boosted up. They go high and lay him low.
Yeah, it had to be a boost unless it was just spam right onto the site. We didn't see it from his perspective, but either way. I think we're hearing that the boost was not there, Mike. So, yes, it was just spam through the smoke. Either way, great work from Rush, who gets the 3K. What does Ches know? What does the Observer know?
He was watching the same thing we were, by default.
That's true, actually. Hey! Why am I trusting him?
What does Ches know? Walco gets himself a kill.
Oh,
He's trying to fall away. He's trying to gaslight you to say that he didn't miss the boost. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. That's the philosophy of one Mr. Ches Puff.
All that said, it's a great round for EG to pick up. Just the pistols.
It certainly is. And now, pressure's on for ATK. Yes. Engagement with Hexed on deck. Swisher. Not missing much today. Not missing much this week. Not missing much this century. Well, that is a ripper of a headshot here. Swisher has been laid low, but the bomb is going to be planted in that. Doesn't seem to be deniable. George extended engagement. That's a little awkward, but the op into play. Junior collecting. And he might just seal the deal on this one, but the key shot goes wide. Now Rek wants to play around the pillar. Offset Rush's aim. Just needs the headshot. He just needs Rush looking the wrong way as he comes around this corner. That's everything that Rek wants. But he can't zero in the shot. The play worked, but Rush stuttered, stepped at just the wrong moment for Rek to land the headshot.
Yeah, he went to the left when he should have gone right. Oh my goodness, what a shame for Rek because the play worked. Rush was looking the wrong way. And Rek could not seal the deal, so EG get a second in a row, and now, looking at the economy here for ATK, it's okay, it could be a forced buy, but it would be better just to go for a half buy, get some armor perhaps, some pistols, maybe DJ gets an SMG. Are they trying to justify the force buy here? They are. They're going for it. They say, you know what? We're feeling confident. Let's try it. Force buy comes through. AK, 2 Khalils, 2 Mac 10s. They have the 5-round lead. They want to try and upset the apple cart here and really gain the momentum back that they might be losing. Swisher going into connector, getting tagged down. 1 HP of damage. Valko down for the count. Swisher flicking around, realizing that there's probably a player up here, but Rush gets 2 and he might get the third 2. Rush the 3K, Mike.
They tried to accelerate. They had no idea another player was here. They're knife out facing Rush. And he's going to take those every day of the week. And he's just going to keep doing it. The ace for Rush. The monster in the connector. He collects all their souls.
Wow. That is incredible for Rush. He had an ace throughout the ECL playoffs, but I think that one was way more impressive. Holy moly. Rush doing it all for his squad. I was convinced they had an idea that he was there, especially the way Swisher cleared. It felt like, okay, yes, usually someone's here at the top of con, and they didn't fully clear it. Like you said, knives are out, and they thought that no one would be there in the end, and wow, did that ever cost them. EG trying to recover here. Down 12-5, but they've got 3 in a row now, and ATK are just settling for Deagles. My goodness.
Swing out long. For a fight, it seems. Isolated player, nice flashbang, nice kill. Easy execution. Easy and breezy so far in this round for the geniuses. Possibility for someone to get caught, but Junior's there for oversight, so MisteM unable to capitalize. And this is just individual plays, trying to find individual D shots, catching individual bits of damage back the other way.
Yeah, this round's done.
Always was, John. Always was.
I don't know, but always was. But,
always was, John. Always was.
Sure, Mike. Sure. 12-9 for ATK. The Evil Geniuses will have to face off against True Buy-Up this time. It's going to be AKs across the board. Swisher likely going to get the util. There we go. Had enough money for it. So here we go. ATK trying to get back on the right foot. Swisher. Immediate Molotov onto this B site. Now he's going to throw the flashbang. He could just charge out here. Chooses to go towards water. It's tagged down a little bit from the spam damage. But no one really knows he's here. He does have MisteM over in Monster as well. Just playing defaults, hoping that EG get a little over-aggressive. And there's the boost again. Rush trying to spot at a player. Swisher has to be careful. That flashbang was so good, and it forces Rush down. Rush ducked just in the nick of time.
That's a nice shot from MisteM, just making the play, making the swing, and now between MisteM and Swisher, they may have opened up a sight. Aggression out long. This is unfortunate timing because it's going to give another kill to them. Walker wanted to retake the initiative, but he gets caught. And look at the positioning for Rek. Rek's on A. And while there's a player in bathrooms, what he can do now is he can just go into heaven. Oh, George is never going to expect a player here. Timing is going to be everything, but... Oh, Rek! Speaking of timing, looking the wrong way,
Ooh.
George! A blessing in disguise. He'll still lose the sight. He'll still lose the control in the position. He'll still be in a tough spot, but George is good enough to make light of this. Take his way out. Now, he's got the more real chance to make this retake happen. They have kits. They have a ton of utility on Junior as well. They got that off. So if prolonged engagement happens, well, they're going to trade it out. Junior, following the law of Bogdan, surrenders the one-shot gun. Now they're making the move. Simple bit of surfing. Time starting to get very low indeed. As soon as the checks come in, there it is. I should just about seal the deal, and it has, based on the time. But Junior wants these remaining kills. He'll get one. Not the next, but they'll all die to the bomb.
Yeah. So mission accomplished there for EG and making it an expensive round for ATK. The only thing they didn't get was the win, but they have plenty of money in the bank to buy up here. ATK finally get themselves back on the board at the very least with 13th. We'll see. EG still a bit of a hill to climb here. I like the idea for George and Junior, but the setup was just too strong from ATK with DJ at pillar and then a player over at sandbags. It's so easy to play off each other. Timeout going to be called by ATK. Really did hurt them, huh? Losing all those guns.
Yeah, it's not not great when you finally win a round and your economy is torn to shreds. Not ideal. That's why we did see the commit, right? Normally an EG roster that's very conservative about saving guns when they're at a disadvantage on the retake, but felt like they could do the damage, and they were absolutely correct. And I mean, what a round for George as well. That he could have been a dead man. Wreck though. Look, he still won the round. All good. The information was invaluable. You got to be a little frustrated when you gain all that space. You're like, this is the timing he rotates up. This is when he decides to check. Come on. Swisher looking for this opener, just doing it himself, and this time he catches an op bullet. The slow peek sets up Junior beautifully for the kill, and that's what they were hoping for. Take out the top frag, take out the big man early on, and that's the risk when you're making very individual plays. Speaking of, this isn't an individual play, but it is a bit of a duo, and well, so far it's been circumvented. There's 3 players up here though. If they get completely overlooked, all this information is now being given. They're making a lot of noise in doing so, and this is where the activation comes through. Walco's going to have a flank. Walco might have them all. He's going to take the one that he's got, now long range, collect a whole lot more. Junior chiming in. DJ in such a tough spot, the nade chasing him. Bomb being forced down. I think this will be allowed, but that's just a minimum, and George right now is holding for Wreck once more. He gets him again as well. Wreck not having much fun once he gets past the dumpster, and that's going to be EG taking their 10th.
That's a huge oversight for ATK. You have no information in either short bathrooms or long bathrooms, and you just go ahead without watching your flank. I mean, you've got to be more wary than that of what you've cleared out. And, well, that cost them the round. At least they get a bomb plant. So that's something. But Evil Genius is on to double digits now. They've got 10 rounds under their belts and probably an 11th here. We'll see what kind of investment ATK brings into it. Will be a couple of Tech 9s. I'm seeing 3. Maybe this is going to be a quick B pop. All Tech 9s. Feels like it. All 5 players heading into Monster. Do they have a flash? Yes, they have 3 of them. Just waiting for the opportunity to charge on forward. There are the Astralis nades.
Yeah, that telegraphs this play as well. Yeah. So now it's just a mess on site. George, too.
Well,
it's actually all he gets, but you still got Rush out here. That means they can't plant, and they know it, and Rush will keep them from ever being able to plant this round. MisteM be the hero here. Minute 15, he's trying to get out, trying to lose himself. He knows he has a minute 12. There's a lot of time to rotate, to run away. That's exactly what he's going to do. Try and reposition, reassess, and address towards A. It'll take him a minute to do so, but when do EG realize he's not here?
It just, the fact that it takes so long to go to the A site gives the CTs a chance to realize, okay, he's no longer here. You have to imagine probably within the next 5 seconds they'll realize, Mike?
They're not going to want to isolate and give him 1v1s. They want to play the buddy system, right? So for all they know, he's sitting right outside a monster tunnel. He's going to let 30 seconds run off the clock, and then he's going to slow peek around the corner to see if they've rotated.
I mean, they're just giving him a plant at this point.
Nothing to indicate it. Now they're making the information play, but they would rather give him the plant and then win the post.
Yeah.
It's worth giving up in this situation. They're absolutely correct to do so. This bomb's going down. So money made for ATK at the least, but now MisteM needs to try and figure out where they're actually coming from. Long as the safe play here. Actually, if he gets adventurous in towards bathrooms, this is going to be a risk for sure, but the reposition could be so timely if he decides to go for it.
No, he's just going to hold here, it seems, from Cafe.
Waiting for some sort of sound indication that they might be towards that bomb. There's the smoke going to come in. When do they go for the tap? They've done it indeed. This is the right hold from Walco. It's the one position they can get peek from. He's got that kill, but can't get the diffuser. Not in time. Still, if MisteM lives here, it's actually quite a coup. They save a rifle, and in a really tough position, at least get a bomb plant to make this a better buy.
Yeah, don't forget, that was just Tech 9s into that round for ATK, and they got a bomb plant and made it a 1v1. Yes, the economy's still very healthy for the Evil Geniuses, but they burn through a lot of guns. 4 of them, to be precise, need to be purchased up into this round versus ATK, who were just waiting for this opportunity to buy up the guns, and they got the bomb plant as well to help them out. Here's a Yertle the Turtle boost. We're going to look at it. There we go. Bowden. Not going to see anything. So they're going to fall off this shortly. Oh, well. Tried it. No one really pushed up aggressively for EG, so ATK is fine. That's the one risk when you go for that boost, is someone pushing up aggressively from Fountain into Party and then getting an angle on you, preventing you from leaving the upper tunnels, but EG are being very, very passive in this round.
Comes contact, George. Yep. Detecting presence, not finding the kill just yet, but Junior will. That's the lightest of tags through the panel. But a tag nonetheless starts this. Oh, Swisher though. Swisher's out Monster. No one's watching for Monster right now. Swisher, he's getting a lot of space given over. Now that Hex drops, that's the first contact. Swisher takes the next. No, can't quite zero it in before Junior gets activated. Now they're in a lot of trouble. They haven't found the kills that they needed to kick down the doors of these sites. They need to find frags quickly. And the nades are starting to sail back over. DJ, live for the moment. Bowden Master's going to go hunting. But they've gone quiet. Walco's a little suspicious here. He doesn't know which way to look. But he knows that this is the way that he could get caught off. Still Bowden hits a ripper. Wow. And that opens up the back door.
There's no time, though.
There is no time for the rotate. You're absolutely right. He's going to try and do it on a foot race. Does he have the clock? I don't think so.
I don't think he does.
Sending a player up just in case, but 4 seconds, 3 seconds, no. It was never going to happen. Bowden will just have to save this AWP.
Yeah, I mean, I like the effort there from ATK, but there just wasn't enough time left on the clock to make that maneuver. And Bowden realized it all too late. 12th round picked up from Evil Geniuses. And again, this was 12-6 for ATK. And EG are now on a 6-1 run. ATK will have a buy-up at the very least. 4 AKs in the big green coming up for Bowden. Bowden did a good job in that previous round connecting on his shots, but it's more of that here. Wreck smoking that Molotov. Swisher doing the same as they're trying to get control of water. They have it. No one's really watching anymore. 3 players in this direction. ATK have the choice. They can continue pushing on, getting onto this B site, or rotate around. Try their luck with Connector and A. Rex already snuck up from Connector. In fact, the Junior spots up MisteM.
Feels like we've had a lot of plays trying to get some inroads here towards B. They had early success with it in this half, and well, it's been hard to come by late. Swisher tagged up, dropped low. Able to withdraw for the moment, and Bowden actually takes one back. A little bit of information play from Hex towards Monster. That's punished.
That could keep them on B2, Mike.
Could do. So we're just going to try and go through on the smoke.
Are they going back to...
I don't know what the read is. They think it's a rotate. They've thrown one smoke. They're trying to pull them with 49 seconds left to go.
Okay, that could work. Maybe.
They're not moving yet. EG aren't moving. They're sticking to it.
I think Walco went ahead of the smoke to have a peek and didn't see anything.
So, 35 seconds. What do you have for a nade set? You got flashes galore. A molly and a smoke, and here they go. Into the heavy sight. Again, the flashbangs are so good, but they're just getting to find these kills. That's the reality of it. The counter smoke out. This sections things off quite well. Trades there. It's still in the jump. Time short. They're going to plant. With George still here, that's plenty hurry, but they can't eliminate him just yet. A 2v2, though. Pretty good result, all things considered, for ATK.
Yeah.
Can't find contact yet. He's dropped. He was the forward man. Walco is not close.
No smoke either.
Shoring the gap. Needs this tap. Almost planted a little open, but he's not comfortable with it. They'll have to check. Now he's making footsteps, and Rex so very prepared. And here's the problem of these last few rounds. Look at the money for EG.
Yeah, they've been very, very tightly contested. And that means that EG have to go for a half buy or an eco here. Forcing up wouldn't be very wise because it would put them in a very tough spot if they lose this round. Just got to go for something a little more limited, unfortunately for them. What a great one for ATK to take, though. Honestly, didn't have the right read, because when Bowden gets that frag, it actually keeps EG on the site. The B site, that is. So A was extremely light, only Walco there, and they decided to completely reroute. And they were on the other side of the map, the other 3 players. They could have gone to A. Anyway, Anyway, let's get back to the action here. George's going to get one. DJ trades out immediately, and now ATK have control of the site. Maybe a flank will be on for EG, but I don't know how much they can do with this buyout mic.
Bomb has been planted.
So we're just gotta be concerned about getting caught here, but they seem to just be waiting to see if someone gets overzealous on the hunt.
Yeah. I think they're just waiting for exits at this point, maybe some upgrades, but yeah,
That's certainly it. I mean, there's no chance to win the round purely on time, right? No kit, no luck. And the safe escape has been made. But they're headed back this direction. All right, okay. Swisher, how many are you gonna get? First one found. Ooh, he gets none. There we go. Rifle picked up, perhaps. Economic damage on. Junior, that gun came skittering towards him. He's got it. He's away.
The bomb just delivered it to him. Package right at his feet. Special delivery. Okay, well that's something.
It certainly is. Gives them a little bit more here. I mean, they needed an extra rifle, right? Rush was low. But it does mean 3 map points are on deck for ATK. They just need to crack through one of these next 3. Headed to Mirage.
EG.
This is a new look to the Yertle the Turtle, or is it just the normal 4-man? Oh, it's the normal 4-man.
It's the normal format, Mike, yeah.
Minimap just showing a little odd to me.
EG trying to avoid losing on Overpass for a 2nd time in a row against ATK. Just feels like ATK gives him fits and starts, Swisher in particular, but everyone's really activated at one point or another, even Bowden with that ping.
Maybe not the master of the Bowden when he's playing on this ping. But he's still the bow.
He's got the util mastery.
Got a lot of mastery.
Yeah.
Just some limitations. It's like playing with ankle weights.
Yeah.
Walko. Oh my god, Walko. Walko walking. Walko walking. We got contact here on towards B. Walko.
Again?
He be walking.
No.
He can't find the bomb. Oh no, he gets nothing. He gets nothing, John. And with that
so
play,
sad.
with that fluff, this might just be done. Unable to zero in a kill. A 2v4 now on deck. The bomb down. This is disaster. George will try. Junior alongside him, but try as they might. There's just too much to do. Junior, this looks hopeless. Time alone an issue. No kit, no chance, no life. ATK take map number 1 of this campaign, and now they're just 1 map away from that final of the qualifier. The ESL Challenger Melbourne. It's just a little bit away.
Yes, it is. And I mean, look, that was a